I gotta scroll to the top. Hey everyone, and welcome to our updates and announcements for the AWC. I first want to let everyone know that this conference goals are about bringing people together from all aspects of the writing and book publishing processes. This conference is an opportunity to get inside the world of writing craft, traditional and indie publishing, and to connect writers, authors, and professionals who all work toward adding great literature and knowledge to our world's depository. I am Devin, and I'm hosting today's updates. I have my first book published, The Witch's Crystal. I am also the founder of All Call ND, which is a database of freelancers for indie authors. And my critique partner helps me with that database. I'd like to introduce Margaret.
Yes, and backwards. So we'll go counterclockwise, if that's counterclockwise. Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Margaret Pinard, and hopefully if you're here for AWC stuff, you've seen my face before, but maybe you don't know how to pronounce my name because you're in Devin's audience. It's Pinard, like Captain Picard. So if you're a Star Trek fan, you're set. I'm a historical fiction and speculative fiction author, and over on my channel, I talk about books I read, books I write. I'm an eclectic reader and a slow writer. So that's what you'll be getting on my channel. And I joined Shannon last year to help with the AWC, which is a great free virtual conference. So we're here for one of our famous, dare I say, info sessions to get you prepared and excited for AWC 2024. Shannon.
Yeah. And hello, I'm Shannon. I write under the pen name of S.D. Houston and an author of the Clash of Goddesses series, which is fantasy, and A Curse of Scales and Feathers, which is fantasy romance. And as Margaret mentioned, founded the Authortube Writing Conference. It was founded in 2022. If I have it right. These years keep flying by. I'm like, wait, what year are we on? But yeah, so this is a great time to get together and learn. And today, like I said, Margaret said, we're going to do some info, but it's also going to be info for some speakers as well. And we'll touch on some of those things. I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm this host of the, I co-host with Ben Pick from Running to Write, and Morgan Lee, the Self-Publishing Tips and Tricks podcast. I have a YouTube channel, which I do publish some stuff on, but videos are very rare. It's mostly just live streams, writing live streams. I am going to be doing a bunch of live streams for the next few months, probably. So, but yeah.
Nice.
I feel like I'm missing some of these still, but
There's so much to cover.
Yeah.
So yeah, today we are going to talk about our speaker reveals that are coming out the first week of May. We'll have another announcement then, as well as our highlight feature speaker. Sorry, my words are jumbling over each other.
It's all right, you fit in with me.
So Dale Roberts, if I'm correct, because this is my actual first year here, has been on before. And this time he's going to talk about the future of self-publishing books on Amazon and beyond. I know Shannon has more contact with him. So what do you have?
So yeah, I was really excited by this idea, and I wasn't sure what he was, exactly going to get done, because he was even sure what he was going to be able to do. But he does have 8 different companies that he did a panel with to talk about the future of publishing. And this includes like Drafted Digital. He talked to CEO Chris Austin, and Smashwords founder Mark Coker, Ingram Spark, Kobo Writing Life. He talked to Tara Kremen, the director of Kobo Writing Life, Lulu, Publish Drive, StreetLib, and Book Vault. He did try to get to KDP, but they did not come on. So, but yeah, I'm really excited to see the future of publishing according to these different platforms.
All right. And I just lost my spot.
And we did have the banner down below, but if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. And if you wouldn't mind putting a Q in front of them, I know the chat's not popping, but if it does get that way, it'd be easy to find if there's a Q in front of them.
Yes. Oh shoot, where were we?
What are we excited about?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm excited because when you have multiple people, because we do have multiple formats, people can do a presentation, they can do a workshop, they can do a panel. And when you have a panel with such experienced folks, I'm really excited to be able to hear like the perspective when you've been in the business for a long time, because I definitely feel like an old timer in self-publishing, but like 10 years is sometimes nothing when it comes to these things because you haven't adapted. So I feel like I'm coming around for like the next, not reveal, but just like how to get some more perspective on being in this business. So that's what I'm looking forward to with that panel from Dale.
Yes, me too.
And people are starting to branch out now too, because it's not just Amazon anymore. Even with Smashwords and Drafted Digital, Drafted Digital took on another publishing company. Am I right? Yeah. So things are.
Yeah, Drafted Digital incorporated Smashwords.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but the founder of Smashwords is also on the panel. So I think that's really interesting.
That's fantastic. In the digital age, everything is moving so quickly now, and there's a lot more changes. So I'm excited to see what those changes are coming.
I was just listening to the Spa Girls podcast, which is self-publishing authors, and they're I think 3 women from Australia who have a podcast, and their theme was resilience. What's that? 4? 4. Thank you. I was like, this is what I need to hear this morning, resilience, because I think if you've been for a long time, you know that there's lots of changes, there's lots of things you have to adapt to, and like people to listen to who have lessons learned about that is nice, because then you don't feel like you're just the only one here drowning. You're in good company. So yeah.
And not to mention hearing something new outside of the box, something that wasn't even in your radar, is pretty awesome.
Yeah, new opportunities.
I love conferences that introduce things like that because I consume information. And I went to like a lot of conferences over the last 2 years, webinars, classes, conferences, online, only one in person. And I got to a point where I was like, I'm not learning anything new. I'm going to these things. I'm not learning anything new. But the last conference I went to, actually, Margaret was there too. I learned about LCCNs. And I was like, oh, I'd never heard of this before. So it's always nice to learn something new. And I think with having such an eclectic group that we have here on YouTube, that we always tend to learn something new.
Yeah. Do you want to say hi to the chat? I don't want to interrupt anyone while they were speaking, but we had lovely people come in to say hello. So author and artist Kay Parquet, AF Stewart, Anita, Miranda's Cauldron, it's Rita, hello. Bethany Vota, nice. I think some of you got roped in from the Discord drop. So well done, Shannon. Okay, and just waving. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Yes.
Is it Shannon's next?
Sure.
The first page critiques.
Yeah. So first page critique panel, we are getting that together. We do have 2 confirmed members. We have Holly Rhiannon, that some of you may know from the Authortube community. She's also part of the Stygian collection. And then the other one I was super, super excited about because he's got a very small YouTube channel, but I saw him speak at another conference and I thought he would be perfect. When I found out he had a YouTube channel, even though it was small, he's a literary agent. And I was like, we need this at the conference. So, and he just said yes as well. So we're still waiting on 3rd member. But for those who may not know what the first page critique panel is all about, it is where we will have open submissions. That opens on May 1st, which we will do a live stream on May 1st on my channel to reveal the full speaker lineup and hopefully have the schedule up as well. And we'll have the first page critique panel submissions open at that time. But you submit anonymously. It's up to 250 words. And then depending on how many submissions are given, it is a random drawing. And then we put it together in a packet. And we give it to the members, the panel members ahead of time, and they get a chance to read it. And then during the live, they will let us know like where they would have stopped reading it. We'll read it on air. And at the end, they'll tell us why they would have stopped reading it, at what point and why. And if they didn't, then just to give one critique and then also give one positive about the piece of work. And so it's pretty quick. We move through, we try to get, I think we've done around 10 to 12 every year the last couple of years. But those submissions will open May 1st. And those videos are actually still popular. I am getting like tons of views on both of those from the last 2 years right now. So.
Yes, it's fun to be on the panel too. So.
Did I have something else? I did something else, and yes, speaker emails. I wanted to note, this is for our speakers. So I started sending out emails earlier this week. So first we had those, so we were confirming everybody who are speakers, sending out emails for those who said that they want to be in other appearances. I only just want to make this note for those speakers who may be receiving multiple emails, because now the next set of emails are going to go out probably throughout this weekend, early next week, will be part of our giveaway program. Our speaker coordinator will start reaching out to our speakers. And then I have another round of emails I need to send out to people to still make appearances during the AWC, because after we get our first round done and when people say yay or nay, now we need to fill in, where if we've had people said no, we're trying to backfill in people, and then I also did send out some of them because I didn't want all these emails going out to one speaker at one time. So yeah, so just be aware there are a few different emails going out. We're trying not to bombard the speakers though.
Layers,
yeah,
like cake.
Yes. The first thing that came to my mind was Shrek and onions.
I same, but I didn't want to compare the conference to an onion. I didn't know how many people would get it, but I love that we're on the same wavelength. I like onions.
Yeah, the logo will be an onion peeling at the top.
I love it.
I did want to mention, because I skipped it before, about the giveaways. We're still working on the emails and confirming people. A lot of the bigger companies aren't really feeling back for it. So got to keep on going. We'll have some more coming in.
Gotcha.
It's always no unless you ask.
Yes.
So Devin's dealing with giveaways. I'm dealing with volunteers from time to time. We sort of had a big push at the beginning, and I will be ramping it up again soon it's the end of June. So we'll probably be setting the wheels in motion for the gathering and the training and the scheduling and all that pretty soon. So if you're interested in volunteering and have not yet contacted us, feel free to click on that link. And it will be a Google form, and you can check out the roles that you might be interested in, specifically moderators, which are just for the weekend, and social media street team. If you want to help get out the word, that's always appreciated as well. And the committee, which is popping into different people's chats and dropping links. So
I think we do have enough people for the committee. I mean, if we have more is merrier, but the one I think that we need the most of right now is moderators, because we do have quite a few speakers, which, not to put you on the spot, Margaret, I know we haven't talked about this, but do you know when you might make the schedule available for moderators to sign up? And are you still planning on doing that like a first come, first serve? Or what are your thoughts about that? Because we pretty much have the schedule in place now.
Okay. So I do not have that ready. I do not have that decided.
Well, you didn't even know this. You didn't know my information, which is the schedules. The last person confirmed a couple days ago, and I haven't said anything to you. So
excellent. Well, that's good news. So that means that we will be moving forward pretty soon. So get those forms in, and we'll be doing our last round of sort of meeting people out and confirming that everyone can do what wants to do, what they express desire to do. And then we can start, scheduling. That'd be great.
About that. Yeah.
And then, so that's if you want to be a volunteer. I have definitely volunteered before at in-person conferences. You normally get like a very bright neon t-shirt and people ask you questions about like where the bathrooms are. This similarly is like very social. And, while it is emails, there's also the Discord. There's also just asking people, to do things and having an excuse to get to know them. So I think volunteering is really a good place to challenge yourself if you're an introvert and you want to network in the author space. But it can also be enjoyable. Just, like roll into it. And I promise it can be fun. But if you want to support the mission of the conference monetarily, I've also got our Ko-fi link in there, so feel free. Devin has joined and started putting all the essential information on Ko-fi, which is amazing. So we didn't have really a regular posting presence there before, but definitely
There's no posting presence.
it was there. It was like open, but now we've got like stuff that's being put out, which is great. So awesome. Awesome job, Devin. And that is where you can give us a tip if you have that. We just had a section at the end of this stream for final comments. And I just wanted to say, yesterday I had a little amateur theatrical on Kirsty Stratos's channel. We did a little Jeeves and Wooster play, and it was super fun. JD Estrada was there, who's part of the AWC, and you know what he did? He did something very smart for that audience, which is very different from the author audience. He said, guess where I'm going to be in June? He had his author hat on. So I would just encourage you guys, whether you were speakers or you were attendees, we can all help each other increase our audience in June by just starting to get the word out now, dropping it into casual conversation, getting a tattoo on your arm, you know, whatever it takes to get it out there. So
we definitely have swag in the shop.
Yes. And there's some merch in the shop. So definitely
yes.
like show your pride for sure.
Yeah.
But that was my last comment. Anything else you wanted to add?
Is this my what's up next on my channel comment? Okay.
Sure.
So tomorrow, actually, I am doing trying to do a 10K as close as I can get to 10K tomorrow as possible. I assume this is going to be mostly dictation. So I did try it last weekend, but then I had to schedule a meeting with Devin. It was really, we needed it. We needed to meet. So I thought, you know, I'm probably not going to get there. I think I did. That was the most I wrote that day in the whole month. I wrote 2,500 words, but that was only quarter of the way there. Nice. So my goal is to try and get 10K tomorrow. But in conjunction with that, Heart Breathings, they have their weekend going on right now too. So, you know, there's lots of writing sprints going on. And then our next live stream for the AWC will be May 1st, when we will open submissions for the first page critique panel, and we will reveal the full speaker lineup, and hopefully the schedule will be ready to show as well. So.
Yay. When you said 10K, my mind immediately went to like a run.
A run. Yeah.
Yes. I was like, wait, what? Oh, right.
Writing.
Right. The purpose for which we are here. Yeah. You know. And I am just going to be doing things that are special days in April. So we've got Earth Day coming up. We've got Shakespeare's birthday coming up. So if you're into like fun literary facts, I'll be spouting about those on my channel in the next week or so.
Let's see. I've got my May Sci-Fi Readathon coming up next month, where I think it's 5 books that I'll be reading, and I'll be doing YouTube short updates. And then, of course, my big wrap up in May, I have a live book haul. How many books can I buy with $50? I already have, you know, the list and everything like that, as well as.
Is that in person or virtual?
It will be live. I will have like the Amazon page pulled up.
Okay, so virtual.
And adding books to my cart. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Hopping over to authors' pages to see if they're selling direct from their website, because that's always better.
Love it.
But yeah, those are my main things coming up for my YouTube.
If you're not subscribed to Devin, subscribe.
Yay!
By all means, please send me all of the indie author books, because I am a wide reader. I read everything from history to how-tos to romance and sci-fi.
It's in the name. Nice.
And I'll call Indie. I will have that done today. The open call newsletter where the freelancers have openings available for like new clients or new classes.
Very cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and post that tomorrow morning, so it's available for everyone. And what else is happening for I'll Call Indie? author interviews. We have 3 author interviews coming up, and it's going to post on the 29th, the 30th, no, the 29th
Of April?
of April. Yeah, April, Wednesday the 1st and Friday the 3rd.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if you're subscribed to our Substack, please don't unsubscribe. I'm warning you now. There's going to be an influx of emails coming in.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
And those are from the freelancers, where we ask them questions on how they operate their business and things like that. So, yep. Other than that, don't forget to check out our Ko-fi page. If you can, make a donation, because website costs are a lot. And by all means, spread the word. If you're catching this on the replay, just type in the comments #replay. Tell us what you're looking forward to, or drop suggestions or comments. We'd love to hear.
Yay. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Bye.
Bye.